A sharply divided state Supreme Court came together today to oppose a plan that was to open up discussion to the public.
What the Chief Justice had proposed was more transparency by the High Court in hopes of repairing its image. But concerns about the plan were raised by all of the justices during a 3-hour meeting at the state capitol. Fox 11's Laura Smith was there and has our balanced coverage from Madison.
Chief Justice Shirley Abrahamson is calling for change after a difficult year for the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
All of us contribute to the court in good ways and in sometimes, I'm sure, not so good ways.
2011 included an accusation by Justice Ann Walsh Bradley that Justice David Prosser choked her. Prosser claims that Walsh Bradley charged at him in an angry rush and he raised his hands reflexively. A prosecutor announced last month that neither Walsh Bradley nor Prosser would face criminal charges. Abrahamson, a liberal on the court, is proposing opening up the High Court's conferences and deliberations to the public. While the court is usually sharply divided, both sides raised concerns about the idea.
I would be very concerned about feeling somewhat restricted in terms of what I was going to say if we had open deliberations on cases, because I might not be totally certain of my opinion. It's a tentative opinion.
If everything were done on camera, in conference, there would be more and more meaningful decision-making taken out of the conference and made somewhere else.
The Chief Justice says more transparency would allow people to better understand how the court operates.
If we're good 99% of the time, or 87.5% of the time, whatever it is, the public ought to know that. And how do I let the public know that? So I said, okay, they can watch us.
But conservative Justice Annette Ziegler says she wants to be sure the court doesn't turn into a reality TV show,
where all of a sudden we all have cameras watching us when we walk into our office, people have conversations. I mean, really, if that's what you're proposing, we should think that through.
When it came down to a vote,
anyone favor that? I do.
The justices all sided against Abrahamson.
That's not going to happen. I can count.
Abrahamson isn't shutting the door on this matter just yet. She asked the other justices to come up with their own proposals for transparency that would then be discussed at a conference later this month. In Madison, Laura Smith, Fox 11 News.
Now, the justices also discussed other proposals made by the Chief Justice that would increase the transparency of the work of the court, including the videotaping of deliberations and the releasing of those tapes at a later date, but those were also voted down.